Mamaria tukuharireirie Inooro Miaraho. Thirikari ya Azimio ni igatwarithia na mbere tabarĩra iria ciambĩrĩirio nĩ thirikari ya President Uhuru.
Na ukiona mtu anakutuma utoe, inaonekana huyu mtu anakuogopa. Inaonekana yeye hana confidence kuwa atachaguliwa.
Governor James Nyoro guteta kiuga atĩ ang'ethanĩri ake nĩ marathukia ibandĩko ciake cia kampeni. Diocese ya Nakuru ya kanitha wa Gatoreki nĩ igomithanĩtie athuri na kũmahe gĩthomo gĩa kũgacĩrithia mĩtũrĩre. Na bengi ya Absa nĩ ithundũrĩte mũbango wa gũthomithia ayuthi mĩeke ya wonjoria nĩguo mahote kwĩrũgamĩrĩra. Okire mwega ohare hothe uratwamukira ni kahinda kangĩ turacemania thĩinĩ wa mohoro maitũ ma Inooro Miaraho ya umuthi nĩ tarĩki 20 mweri wa gatandatũ mwaka ũkĩrĩ wa 2022 na rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Njoroge wa Gĩthĩnji. Mũtirithia wa Raila Odinga Martha Karũa augite atĩ gĩtarũ gĩa gatagatĩ ga bũrũri nĩ gĩkagundĩka na njĩra ya ũrĩmi mũhũthĩrie thogora na iganda cia maciaro ma ũrĩmi iria igatura mĩeke ya mawĩra kũrĩ ayuthi thĩinĩ wa thirikari ya Azimio rungu rwa Raila Odinga nake. Karũa akiuga atĩ thirikari ya Azimio nĩ igatwarithia na mbere tabarĩra cia ũthii wa na mbere iria iratwarithio nĩ thirikari ya President Uhuru Kenyatta. Ũhoro tũraheo nĩ mwandĩki wa mohoro gwĩtwo Haron Njoroge wa Maina.
Munini wa Odinga Martha Karũa anjĩrĩirie kiumia kĩarĩria ceceni cia umemerekia iria imemerekagia na thiomi cia gĩtarũ kĩa Mount Kenya. Karũa akĩũria aikari a gĩtarũ kĩu kĩrĩa kĩrĩ na kura makĩria ma milioni 5 magathura Raila Odinga oerere wathani President Uhuru Kenyatta agĩtiriha.
Raila nĩ kiongozi kana mũtongoria wina wĩigĩrĩrĩki no kinyĩtie handũ angĩrwo na gĩthweri kiongozi amekoma na nĩkĩo ũraigua andũ makĩmwĩta baba. Ti baba mũciari no nĩ baba tondũ ũtongoria wake rĩu nĩ ũgacĩire akagĩa kĩwango kĩu gĩa gũtĩĩkana agatuĩka baba wa mipango, baba wa uongozi, baba wa ugatuzi, agatuĩka mũthuri wonete kũraihu na mũthuri ũramenya bũrũri wĩna bata gũkĩra mũndũ.
Nĩ ũrĩtie atumia arĩa nĩ makĩria ya gĩcunjĩ kĩa 50 kĩa aikia a kura bũrũri-inĩ mamũnyitĩrĩre kuona gĩkĩ nĩkĩo gĩkĩro kĩrĩa kĩnene atumia manakinya ũteti-inĩ wa bũrũri na nĩ kĩonereria kũrĩ airĩtu.
Reke tũkorwo barĩa thirikari ĩrĩ tũcoke tũkorwo gũkũ kabineti na kũrĩa kũngĩ guothe mũtumia kĩo atumia nĩ marũgamĩtie mĩciĩ o tũkĩrutithanagia wĩra na athuri no wĩra ũrutĩtwo nĩ mũtumia mũciĩ ũkoragwo wĩ mũnene ona akorwo tũtitindaga tũkĩanĩrĩra. Tũnyitanĩre na athuri tũrũgamie bũrũri. Rĩrĩ nĩ ibinda ritũ, nĩ ibinda rĩa ciana citũ cia tũirĩtu tondũ ũrĩa tũgwĩka tũramonia maũndũ aya no mabotekeke.
Mũtongoria ũcio wa NARC Kenya kĩama mũmemba wa Azimio One Kenya augĩte atĩ ũrĩmi na ayuthi a gĩtarũ kĩa Mount Kenya na bũrũri guothe nĩ makagunĩka na iganda cia ũrĩmi ũhũthĩirio thogora.
Mbere nĩ kuona atĩ fertilizer nĩ yaikũrũka na thirikari itũ yoiga atĩ nĩ ĩkathondeka industry ĩmwe ĩkũthondekwa nĩ atĩ tũthondekage mborea gũkũ Kenya tũtinda tũkĩthi kũgũra nja. Arĩmi a Mount Kenya na arĩmi a Kenya maka benefit bei ya mborea gũka thĩ kuona atĩ nĩ mateithio kũgĩa na thoko tondũ akorwo nĩ indo iria tũrakũria kana nĩ majani na kaũa kana nĩ miraa kana nĩ mũcere indo ciothe iria ikũraga thirikari itũ nĩ ĩrĩgeragia kũnyitithania mũrĩmi na thoko na kũgitĩra mũrĩmi agakorwo atĩ niwe ũrarĩa thithino ya moko make.
Karũa akiuga atĩ Odinga niwe ũrĩ na ũhoti wa gũtwarithia na mbere tabarĩra cia ũthii wa na mbere iria President Uhuru Kenyatta atagakorwo arĩkĩtie agĩtiriha wathani wake.
Icio nĩ mbia cia mũingĩ tuigĩte tũgata. Twagĩrĩirwo nĩ kũgĩa na mũtaratara wa kũrĩkia miradi mbeca icio ikorwo nĩ cia gũteithĩrĩria mũingĩ na makĩria mabarabara nitukarekia gukoba tekuru aingi itu kana ni ngari we nayo kana ni nyumba ona ringi indo cia nyumba ni gukoba tukobaga ringi gwa sako kana kwa bengi yaku gukoba ni kwega na ni gututeithagia maendeleo kiria kiuru ni gukoba na ciage kurutithwa wira uria ukwagirire kana gukobwa ciwe.
Miaraho ino atongoria Azimio Karwana Odinga ni matanyitwo gutwarithia na mbere mihango ya kuha aikia a kura bururi-ini makiuha aikia a kura a Kajiado matura-ini ma Ongatarongai
na nitui ni maundu tukavota na ni maundu mekuvotekeka koguo andu a Kenya matube kura ciao moi twina wendi turi andu a wendi mwega na nginya onamo matu support maundu aya ni magekika.
Kiseria na Gongu handu-ini ha Inooro TV jitagwo Harun Njoroge wa Maina.
Nwega muno Harun Njoroge wa Maina ni undu wa ripoti iyo yaku. Uria wari commissioner wa migunda Wilson Gachaja mari hamwe na afitha munene wa tene wa migunda Gicua-ini Zablon Mabea na afitha wa tene wa mifango ministry-ini ya migunda Jabu Salim ni maikitio ngono makirigitanio na mahitia ma kwigwatira mugunda wa muingi mwena wa Diani kuria county-ini ya Kwale. Ndenda gutwara meko muginya office-ini cia EACC nigetha tuigue ni atia kurathi na mbere wigi uhoro wa cira ucio.
Naitwa kwa jina la Jabu Salim Mohamed. Hawa watu watatu walishikwa, walikuwa maofisa wakuu wa ardhi na shirika lilifanya uchunguzi kuhusu kuidhinisha kupeana kiwanja upande wa Diani, ambao kiwanja hiyo ilikuwa kwenye ile inaitwa road reserve, kiwanja ambao kimetengwa na serikali kutengenezwa barabara, lakini watu wakatengeneza makaratasi na hii kampuni privately ikapatiwa hicho kiwanja, na tukafanya uchunguzi na kupeleka hii kesi kwa DPP, na through kupitana na ushirikiano na DPP amepeana idhini kuwa watu washtakiwe kwa makosa ya kutumia vibaya mamlaka na kudharau majukumu yao ya kisheria, na mwisho ni kwa uhaini, ukora ile ya kutumia mamlaka yao katika kuidhinisha vitu ambavyo havikuhalalishwa. Hao watatu wameshikwa na leo mchana watakuwa kotini hapa Mombasa kwa mahakama mashtaka, na sisi kama commission tumependa kuwashauri wafanyakazi wa county na wafanyakazi wa serikali kuu kuwa ndio kuna ile serikali iko katika kubadilika baada ya uchaguzi unaokuja, na kuna habari ambazo si nzuri sana tunapata kama shirika kuwa wafanyakazi wengi wa serikali wameingia mambo ya kama kwa county kuandika watu kutofuata na ile maagizo ya kuandika watu katika county. Katika national government inasemekana kuna wakuu wengine wa serikali, watu wanashughulika na majukumu ya pesa na majukumu ya procure kwa Kiingereza, kuwa wanajaribu kupitisha vitu haraka wakisema sasa wao kwa vile serikali inakuja mpya, wao watakuwa wametoka na wacha wamalize kufanya vitu vya ukora mwisho. Sisi mawaidha yetu kwao ni kuwa hakuna ukora ambao mtu atafanya na aponyoke. Mtu atafanya ukora, lakini serikali nyingine itaingia na serikali haibadiliki, EACC haitabadilika, sheria ni zile. Kwa hivyo tunawashauri kuwa wataandamwa, na kama kuna ukora tutakuwa mafanya, mtu atapelekwa kotini na atashtakiwa. Sasa watu wataamua. Kwa hivyo wafanyakazi wa serikali wote na wale wa county wajue wako na majukumu ya kuhakikisha kuwa rasilimali na mali ya serikali lazima ichungwe, hata kama tunaendelea katika huu mpangilio wa transition ya serikali.
Labda kuna aliyekuwa kamishna wa ardhi ambaye mmemkamata leo pia na kesi moja inayohusiana na mambo ya ardhi, hususan katika ile kampuni ya Miliglass hapa katika kaunti Mombasa pale Liwatoni. Je, kesi hiyo imefikia wapi? Na pili, hizi kaunti ni zipi hususan, labda unaweza kututajia?
Kwa mambo ya Miliglass county si ya bottlers, EACC inafuatilia na tunachunguza, ni kesi ambayo bado inachunguzwa, na kwa sasa hatuwezi kusema imefikia kiasi gani ama nini, lakini naweza kuhakikishia wananchi kuwa ile kesi ya ule mtambo wa glass pale port EACC inachunguza, na kuna mambo mingi ambayo yalifanyika ambayo tuko na kesi kadhaa kuhusu mkuu huyu wa zamani wa idara ya mambo ya ardhi, na kuna kesi nyingi, kuna kesi za nyingine tumezimaliza kwa kupitia ile inaitwa ADR, kama watu ambao walipatiwa ardhi wakati wake kibadilifu. Tumepata watu wengine wamekubali kupeana kwa ile ardhi, mtu anakubali kwa hili nilipatiwa kimakosa na wamerudisha. Tuko na kama ardhi zile tulipata kule Kalro, Naivasha, kuna ile kiwanja cha University of Nairobi. Sasa wale ambao wanakubali kupeana, wanakubali kwa kuna makosa yalifanyika, sisi hatutaki kuwaibisha ama kufanya kuwakimbiza. Tunaenda polepole na kupata zile ardhi na kutengeneza stakabadhi kwa zile vitengo za serikali ambazo ile ardhi iliibiwa. Na kuhusu swali nyingine ambalo unauliza ni kuhusu zile county nyingi. Unajua nyinyi mnajua mambo ya county nyingi ziko na shida nyingi za uongozi na uwajibikaji. Sasa kuna wengine wanajaribu kutengeza, hata kuna watu ambao walipeana ile inaitwa service to counties, wanalalamika kuwa wanaambiwa hawatalipwa pending bills mpaka wapeane kiasi fulani ya pesa. Sasa wote hao tunaangalia kwa ujumla, na siwezi kuambia ni county gani kwa specific, lakini mnakumbuka wiki iliyopita kuna kama county ya Kilifi, EACC tuliwaandikia barua kwa wako na bills, ile pending bills za kuhusu malipo kwa mawakili ama watu ile kizungu inaita legal fees, ambayo ni 1.1 billion. Na hii ilikuja tukaambiwa na wananchi ambao wana imani na commission yetu kuwa tuangalie pale kuna bills ambazo hazieleweki vizuri, zionekana kama ambao ni mpangilio ya kujaribu kunyonya pesa za county, na tunaendelea kuangalia. Hatujapata nani ambaye ana makosa, lakini barua tumeandika na tutafanya uchunguzi, na kama utapatikana watu na makosa wote tutawapeleka kotini.
Pengine kuna taarifa kwamba kuna mmoja katika magavana ambaye amemwandikia barua kuhusiana na kati fulani. Tungetaka kujua ni nini, ni nani na ni kivipi. Swali langu la pili, kumekuwa na hii sakata ya degree. Tungetaka kujua ni nani ambaye anafaa chunguze, kwa sababu IBC jana walijiondoa wakisema kwamba hawana mamlaka.
Ucio ni CEO kana murugamiriri wa ruhonge rwa kuhurana ungumania Twalib Barak Abdalla akicokia ciuria kuri andiki a mohoro kuringana na cira ucio wigi uhoro wa migunda uria urathie na mbere thutha wa commissioner wa tene ucio gwitwo Gacanja na arunake eri amarutaga wira kuria gicoini gukinyio igoti-ini ni undu wa ungumania. Tugithi na mbere na mohoro ni ati governor wa Kiambu James Nyoro arauga ati ibandiko na imenyithia ciake cia campaign ni irathukangio ni ang'ethaniri ake akiuteti aria maracindana kana maracindania nake giturwa kiu. Nyoro aroria commission na ithurano IBC yari ang'ethaniri ake makinya ma watho tondu ni maiguithanirie kuiga thayu magika campaign. Nyoro aritie hindi ya campaign ciake matura-ini ngurani ma kaunti ya Kiambu. Mwandiki wa mohoro gitwaji kwa Kimani ni aratariria makiria.
Gavana wa Kiambu James Nyoro orotete ang'ethaniri ake akiuteti agwataniro ya Kenya Kwanza aria marenda giturwa kia gavana, akiuga ni marathukangia ibandiko na imenyithia ciake andu ethi makihũthĩrwo waganu-ini ucio.
Utapelekwa kotini peke yako. Yule ambaye anakupea pesa au anakutuma ili ukatoe posta ya your opponent, nafikiria vijana waanze kufikiria hiyo si mambo ya ukweli. Na ukiona mtu anakutuma utoe, inaonekana huyu mtu anakuogopa. Inaonekana yeye hana confidence kuwa atachaguliwa. Kwa hivyo ningetaka vijana wetu na hata kutumiwa kwa vita, kwa sababu wao ndio walikuwa na shout wakati hiyo maneno yote ilikuwa wakitupania. Kwa hivyo
Nyoro uria ukuite federa ya kiama kia Jubilee arenda commission ya IBC gutacukiria ng'ethaniri yake makinya ma watho kuona umutetia kitukio ni IBC ni areranire kuiga thayu.
Kwa hivyo tungetaka kusihi IBC na wale wengine waangalie kuwa hizi siku ambazo zimebaki 52 3 hivi kuwa Kiambu haitakuwa mahali ya vita, itakuwa mahali tutafanya campaign kwa usalama na tuwe na heshima.
Augurite matura ma gicigo kia ubunge gia Githunguri kuria eriire aikari a gicokio ringi ni gwikirira tafarira cia urimi
ya kuongeza chakula. Ukiangalia upande ule utakuta kuko kahawa ilikuwa haija kuenda mzuri mpaka tumekuja ndio tukaanza mambo ya kuongeza kahawa kwa kuongeza fertilizer na madawa. Vile sasa tuna mpango ya kufungua mill na tuanze kuuza kahawa pamoja.
arahuranira giturwa kiu na ateti matiganite ta Kimani wa Matangi wa UDA uria wari gavana wa kaunti ya William Kabogo akirugama na kiama kiria atongoragia gia Tujibebe wa Kenya, mubunge wa Gatundu Moses Kuria wa chama cha Kazi na mubunge wa Thika Tauni wa Inaina wa Jago uria urugamite kiumbe. Ngiribotera Inooro TV, Jetao Wanjiku wa Kimani.
Ni wega muno Wanjiku wa Kimani. Minister wa Gima wa Mwiri Mutahi Kagwe ni aratanyo kana ni hindi arariria muingi makuru uhoro wigie kana ciige ruhonge ruru riri gikiro gia gutamba kwa murimu wa COVID-19 kironeka kwambatira ihinda-ini riri cia thiku cigana na hitukire tuthi tuigwe miario ya Minister wa Ugima wa Mwiri Mutahi wa Kagwe.
Offices, supermarkets, marketplaces and places of worship. All persons, indoor meetings to continue at full capacity of the venue, but provided that people take measures to be fully vaccinated in order to do so. And all attendees are required when indoors to be wearing masks. We have seen situations, for example, in political indoor meetings where we are getting super spreading at a very fast rate, as you have seen for yourselves. So citizens are urged, Kenyans are urged to ensure that they wear masks and are fully vaccinated who are to attend those meetings that are town hall meetings. We are not restricting the in-person worship, and we shall continue to do so in full capacity, again, as long as all the congregants and worshippers are also fully vaccinated. We also require worshippers to wear their face masks while inside the places of worship. All international travelers arriving into the country and who are fully vaccinated are exempt from the requirements of a PCR test and are exempt from quarantine upon arrival in the country. All unvaccinated travelers arriving at any port of entry into Kenya for whatever reason are required to be in possession of a negative PCR test results conducted not more than 72 hours before departure, regardless of the route of entry. You appreciate that the reason why that particular clause exists is because sometimes, especially in the walk-in boundaries, it is possible that a person can walk in without being fully vaccinated. Otherwise, on flights from overseas and elsewhere, it's very clear that no traveler is to come into the country until they are fully vaccinated and fully boosted. Unvaccinated travelers arriving at any point of entry will be subjected to a rapid antigen test at their own cost. Any person who tests positive to an antigen test is subjected to entry to a PCR test at their own further cost and a self-isolate again, according to our guidelines, at their own further costs. All passenger services, as in vehicles, trains, and domestic air services, will continue operations at full conveyancing capacity. I'm urging county health departments to scale up their surveillance efforts and to be on the lookout for any increase in cases presenting with like flu symptoms and ensure they get tested for COVID-19. The ministry has adequate rapid antigen test kits for distribution to all counties. Counties are also urged to revamp their isolation facilities and secure adequate supplies of PPEs and particularly prepare with oxygen supplies as part of preparedness to manage any surge of cases. I also make an appeal to the political class in this campaign period to urge their supporters to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and to wear masks during political rallies. Kenyans are also urged to exercise personal responsibility while attending the rallies. Remember, rallies might be important, politics is important, but there is nothing that is more important than your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the media for continuously sensitizing Kenyans on the COVID-19 containment measures. As I conclude, I would like to make a passionate appeal to all Kenyans. Please join us in this campaign to ensure that many people are vaccinated. We would like to vaccinate all adult population by the end of this year, which is a target that we have already missed because of the slow uptick. We were supposed to have finished it by June of this year. This is the only way to protect ourselves, our families, and the community at large, because the vaccines are safe, effective, and available. I thank you. I would like, before you ask questions, I would like to give this opportunity to Dr. Amoth to address the issue of what to do if for you to prevent yourself from getting vaccinated, from getting sick.
Thank you, Honorable CS. Kenya has 2 flu seasons. The first season starts usually from March and lasts until May. Then the second flu season starts from around July and lasts till October, November. But you've seen the cold season has come earlier this time than is usually the case. And the best way to ensure that you are protected from getting flu, common cold, or any other respiratory tract infection, one is that if you have flu-like symptoms, please stay at home. Don't go to work and expose other people, because flu, common cold, COVID, like other respiratory tract infections, are highly transmissible. Number 2, you need to keep warm, dress warmly. I can see most of you are dressed warmly to avoid triggering flu-like situation. Avoid crowded places and gatherings. Keep hydrated. Take plenty of fluids, water, tea, uji, or whichever beverage of choice you choose. You exercise regularly, because regular exercise leads to release of various substances that act against inflammation. You need to maintain hand and body hygiene. Wash hands frequently with running water and soap, or use sanitizers. Also, eat a healthy, balanced diet, especially one rich in fruits and vegetables, especially the green leafy vegetables, because they contain antioxidants which enhance our immunity. And of course, despite doing all this, if you happen to get a respiratory tract infection, the next course of action, of course, is to seek medical advice from a qualified medical service provider or facility, and then you'll be able to get the correct treatment and advice. In a nutshell, those are the measures that we can take at individual level. And I know Kenyans love ginger and honey and lemon during this season. Please go ahead. Those are rich in antioxidants and will help protect and increase your immunity, such that even if you get a common cold or flu or COVID, then it's likely to be milder. But above all, of course, to be able to protect you further is to go for vaccination, because the vaccines are available, they are safe, they are robustly tested, and they will protect you from getting severe COVID-19 situation. For those who are immunocompromised, those who are elderly, those who have coexisting medical conditions, on top, of course, of the COVID-19 vaccine, there's also the flu or influenza vaccine that you can be able to take. So far, the influenza vaccine is not part of the routine immunization services, but we are working with other partners to ensure that it will be part of the routine immunization antigens delivered to our people, especially those who are at risk. Thank you.
Santene, thank you very much, Dr. Amoth. At this point, we can take 1 or 2 questions. But before I do so, let me also make another appeal. And this is the appeal to the media. I realize, of course, that even this press conference is competing with political news at all levels. And when it comes to politics, the media gets so involved in it that everything else takes third and fourth attention. And that we appreciate. It's a political season. But my good
wa
friend,
ugima wa mwiri Mutahi wa Kagwe na mamwe maundu maria mahitukio kana maundu mamwe merwo ni ati murimu uyu wa COVID-19 urathi na mbere na gutamba na njira nene muno na mwirore ni urerwo wimenyerere tondu kuratika kwa ihinda riri kuri andu 77 mari thibitari ni undu wa murimu wa COVID na ni aria matari athece njanjo koguo kana kahinda kega muno murerwo mundu athie athecwo njanjo undu ucio ngiwerwo ni ati Kenya no nginya mamenyerere ati mundu othe uroka bururi-ini wa Kenya ngoe bururi wa nanja uroka bururi-ini wa Kenya no nginya wambe urorwo kana wina murimu wa COVID-19 no gikorwo wina murimu ucio wa COVID-19 kana dalili cia murimu ucio waigwo keheri-ini kana isolation niwe ukwirihira undu ucio ngi urakirwo ni hinda ria heho mundu emenyerere ne eige rugari-ini no ngigwa hiwe na thina wa kihoma kana wigwe murimu wina undu ucio wa kihuti no wikare muci tondu kiundu kiu ni kiratamba na njira nene makire tukumenyeria macio na mangi maingi thiini wa mohoro maitu mokite no rekethai citombe tuikirie nituracokeria na mohoro matiganite maitha riria Inooro Miaraho.
Niaje? Ni kama unashangaa kwa nini naangalia simu with so much focus, eh?